Hi, please introduce yourself and the organization that you're here to represent today.
Hey, my name is Anand, and I'm here as co-founder of an organization called NittyGritti. Yeah, it's a very interesting name because we believe in the detailing that we pay attention to, and that's the detailing that goes into creating a catalog page for brands that sell online. So we built a tech platform that allows you to scan a page, audit it, look for problems, and give recommendations on what they need to fix. So we are in a very, very exciting space.
That sounds very interesting. So you're in a Marketing 2.0 Dubai conference honoree. How does it feel to be finally recognized for all your accomplishments?
See, this is one of those areas where you keep working, you keep doing the right things, and some of these recognitions come your way, right? So it's always nice to know that, especially when you didn't really work for that, but it's an outcome of that. And I only hope such recognitions can encourage a lot more people to do what they do and do it well.
Yeah, perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to somebody who wants to follow on your footsteps?
Oh, don't make the mistakes I did. And I've made quite a few, and I think the biggest mistake that I made, which I would correct if I could, is to learn a lot more about technology sooner than I did. Those are the perils of being in the advertising industry, where you're talking about insights, consumers, neurosciences, psychology, ethnicity, and all of that, and then you forget that behind all of this is truckloads of data and really, really incredible technology that brings it all together. I started that journey very late. So my advice is, don't sacrifice your understanding of technology. If you don't understand technology, you don't win.
That's perfect advice. I think youngsters these days have a lot of knowledge about technology anyway. So how far are you finding the Marketing 2.0 conference at Dubai? What have you learned? How has been the networking here?
Okay, so I think it's only fair to say it's a pretty early statement to make now, but I think I'm quite amazed at the kind of expertise that's here. People with varied experiences, people with a lot of rich, very, very intense work. So now I think I'm going to be sort of exposed about how little I know of technology when I keep talking to some of these stalwarts here.
So where can people reach you if they want advice from you or if they want to collaborate with you? How can they reach you?
Yeah, please don't come to me for advice that makes me look like some kind of a guru. I'm not. But I'd love to connect with people. I'm always keen to have conversations. I'm always keen to interact. And the best way to reach me is on LinkedIn. Look for me on LinkedIn. You can't miss the bald head, and you won't miss my name either.
Perfect. So why should brands hire you? What impact can you add to their business?
It's very simple, right, Zara? Every brand likes to know what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And every brand wants to correct its mistakes because they want better ROI for things they do.
Yeah, that's good.
Right. So if you don't want to be told what's wrong and you don't want to correct it, we are advising your competition. So if you don't want your competition to know that before you do, then please talk to us. It's as simple as that. You want to win? Talk to us.
That's fantastic. So talk to us about your tryst with data. You seem to be in awe of that.
Yeah. So I spent my first 22 years of my career in the advertising space, and sometime in 2007, the data bug bit me. And I said, enough of advertising, and I need to get into the data space. And I moved from a large multinational agency to a startup in India, and I wanted to understand data. So I started like a student after 20 years of working, and I think that was one of the best decisions I took. And from there on, it's this journey of the next 10 years, 12 years has been just understanding this labyrinth of a very, very exciting space called data.
That's a long journey and a quite exciting one. So how does an advertising man like you end up in data? You just briefed us about it, but tell us a little more. What intrigued the interest?
No, I think we, as advertising professionals, we tend to ignore some of the more intricate data points. Customers are always talking to brands. They're leaving a trail of data, they're leaving a trail of behavior. I realized in advertising, they listened less to customers and they were listening more to their bosses and their boardroom decisions, right? you took a boardroom decision and you wanted it implemented on the street.
Yeah.
I think in data, you pick up the data from the street and you want to see how it can solve your problems in the boardroom. And that, I think, is the great revolution for me. I think data needs to work for business. Business can't work on data.
That makes a lot of sense. You call yourself a YOLD startup. What is that? Tell us a little bit.
Well, that's for people who don't get that word. It is spelled YOULD. We are a young startup by two people with over 25 years of experience. We are a combination of young and old.
Old. Okay.
So YOLD is about saying how young we are in the space we are in, how young we are in the concept we are trying to launch, which is pretty fresh, but it comes back with a lot of learning and experience of many years. So we're hoping that the combination will create a good balance between what we are and what we want to do.
That's a very cool word, young and old combined, YOLD startup. It's very unique.
Make it famous for me.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Zara. My pleasure.
That's all.